Well, hi there, pluckers. I'm Silverfinger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This is an unusual request. I've had a request to do a song by a Cockney duo, Chas and Dave, okay? And the song's called Ain't No Pleasing You. And I'm in standard tuning, no campos as you can see, and I'm playing it in the same key that Chas and Dave normally form this number in, okay? So without more ado, I'm going to go through the number now, break it down for you, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so here we go. Well, I built my life around to keep what I thought was right, but you never cared with only a team would lie. Oh darling, there ain't no pleasing you. You seem to think that everything I did was wrong. I should have known it all along. Oh darling, there ain't no pleasing you. You only had to say the words, and you knew I'd do it. You had me where you wanted me, but went to do it. Now everything I ever done was only done for you. But now you can go and do just what you wanted to. I'm telling you, 'cause I ain't gonna be no fool no more. You done it too often, just take me home. Oh darling, there ain't no pleasing you. Now everything I don't mean what I say. You gotta take it. Because darling, I'm leaving. That's what I'm gonna do. Sorry about the last verse, I'm not getting enough words in. Right, let's get to it. Okay, let's get to it. Right, so it starts off with a sort of an instrumental verse really. So it's basically the chords C, B7, back to C. Now I like to get a little bit of a run in on this one. Okay, it's just something I like to do. Okay, if you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but it leads. You have to go to an A7th after the second C. So it's C, B7th, back to the C, and into an A7th, and then a D7th, and then a G7th, and back to C, and then a G7th, and then it comes into the singing. Okay, so the little bits I like to put in there to fill it out a bit is basically you go to C, B7th, back to the C, and then that will run down to the A7th. So it's third on the fifth, second on the fifth, first on the fifth, open fifth to the A7th. Okay, so it's okay. So slowly. D7th, then the second little run has that lead up to the G7th. Okay, so open 6, first on the 6, second on the 6, and then back into that third on the 6 for the G7th. Okay, which is part of the chord. Okay, so the whole thing, and it's the same for the verse. D down to A7, D7, lead up to G7, so C's to G7, and into the verse, and the verse is exactly the same. Okay, well, I built my life around you, and I did the thought was right. See, but never cared about me. Run down. I've now seen the light. D7th, oh darling. Lead up to G. There ain't no pleasing. C, U to G7th, second verse. You seem to think that everything B7th was wrong. Back to C. You should have known it. Run down to A7 all along. D7th, oh darling. Lead up to G. There ain't no pleasing you. Now this time we go C. Very quick. F. F minor. C. Okay, it's quite quick that bit, so it comes out there. Oh darling, ain't no pleasing you. Got that? So it's dum dum. Quick single stroke on F, single stroke on F minor, C. Okay, so we'll go right from the beginning. First verse, second verse, and then just before it gets into the next section. Okay, so to give them the two verses. Well, I built my life around you, and the thought was right. Lead down to A7, D7, lead up to G, C, G7, second verse, C, B7, C, down to A7. D7, oh darling, lead up to G7, ain't no big C, F minor, C, C7s, you only had to say the words, and you F knew it. Now I like to do that as well. Okay, another lead up, back to the C7th from the F. Open 5th, second on the 5th, sorry, first on the 5th, second on the 5th, and back to the C7. So, okay, open 5th, first on the 5th, second on the 5th to C7. Don't have to do that, but if you find that hard, don't bother. But it's quite nice to get it in there. So after it goes to the C, F, F minor, C, C7, and you only had to say the word. And you do F, lead up to C7. You landed where we wanted me, but you went and F blew it. Now everything. Now this is a B flat. Okay, everything on everything. It's a B flat. Now everything I ever done, everything is B flat. You can either play the B flat down there. Everything. Play it as a bar chord if you so wish, but I find it easier for me for 6th fret bar chord. Okay, so after it comes out of that C7, now I only had to say the word, and you F, lead up to C7. You had me where you wanted me, but you went and F blew it. Now we come B flat. Now B flat, everything back to F done was only B flat again for you. D7th. Now G, you can go and D7th again. Just what G again wanted to. G7th into another verse, because I ain't gonna be a bit of fool no more. Okay, that bit. Okay, so let's do it again. So after it comes out of the C, so it goes into C7th, and you only had to say the word, and I knew you'd do it. Lead up to C, and you had me where you wanted me, but when you went and blew it, and then up to B flat. Now everything I ever F done was only B flat done for you. D7th. G, you can go on D7th, do just what G wanted to. G7th, I'm telling you. And then then we go into the last 2 verses. Well, that was the way I did it anyway. Okay, there are some more verses, but I'm just shortening the number somewhat, okay, just to show you the ending. Okay, so we'll just come through that middle section again, but it goes into the C7. So it's a C to F minor, C, C7. You're going to say the word, and I do it. Build up to C7. You had disappointed me, and you went and F blew it. B flat coming up. Now everything back to F. Was B flat done for you? D7. But now G, da 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 D7. Back to G. What you do? G7. I'm telling you. Back to another verse. What do you take me for, you darling? You ain't no pleasing you. It's exactly the same as the other verses we've done, okay? It's G7, last verse. Now if you don't think I need to say I'm only bluffing, you got an lovely kind of take before nothing. Oh, slow down, darling, I'm leaving. That's what I'm gonna do. C, F, F minor, C, and that's how they finish it normally, I think. Okay, so that last verse again. So that comes out of the previous verse, very last verse. Now, if you don't think you need to say I'm only, same as usual, but you ain't got nothing and I'll tell you nothing. 'Cause darling, I'm leaving. D7. That's what I'm gonna see, do F, F minor, C. Okay, so there you have it. That's all the bits you need. Okay, so listen to the track and my demo track, and you're good to go. Okay, or the real thing if you've got. I'll try and put a link in the description box to the real thing. Okay, as well, and away you go. Great fun job and a sing along. Thanks very much for listening and watching, and I'll see you in the next video.